Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. In this video today, as the title suggests, we're going to be discussing immigration crackdowns yet again, and a little bit of analysis as to whether or not the immigration crackdowns here in Thailand might be sort of losing steam. Maybe we're going to see less of these. As I get through my analysis, it's possible they may be sort of winding down. I also think it's possible that the bulk of the folks that were overstaying or operating illegally in the country have probably been rounded up, or at least a lot of them, and these crackdowns have acted as something of a deterrent to future offenders, so we may be seeing less folks who are out of status here in the kingdom. But that being said, in a recent article from Thai Wrath, that's thaiwrath.co.th, that was then translated and put up on Thai Visa, thaivisa.com, the article is titled, "Big Joke's Latest Crackdown on Foreigners, but has the fanfare run out of noise." The quote directly from the article, crime buster Surachet Hakpan was in Nana, and by the way, his nickname is Big Joke. That's his nickname in Thai, and that's kind of what they call him. Was in Nana in Bangkok early this morning announcing the results of the latest crackdown on illegal foreigners. This was published 2018, the 25th of July, 2018. Quoting further, but the figures show that the 18th X-ray outlaw foreigner drive may have run out of steam. Quoting further, the Deputy Commissioner of the Tourist Police Bureau said that 62 places had been raided nationwide, resulting in 35 arrests of foreigners. Quoting further, Surachet said that 3 language institutes were targeted, 11 schools, and 48 other places. As I've discussed at length in this video, on this channel and other videos, the education visa is very much falling out of favor with respect to those who are looking for a way to remain in Thailand. It really cannot be used pretextually anymore, and language institutes and other types of educational institutions that have Ministry of Education approval that can issue visas, in my opinion, are very much being targeted by immigration for raids, because they do yield people who are on overstay or not in a correct visa status, or could be using ED visas pretextually just to remain in the kingdom, but they're not actually attending programs, etc. I urge those who are interested in further detail, check out this story again. Big Joke's latest crackdown on foreigners, but has the fanfare run out of noise. ThaiVisa.com has the translated version of that Thai Wrath article, and we thank them for that translation. But there's more to that article. I was just taking a few key points out of it for this discussion. It does raise a question, and I knew that this would probably happen eventually. They were going to run out of people to arrest eventually. There's not going to be a perpetual amount of illegals in the kingdom, illegal aliens in the kingdom. So that number is going to go down. Again, it's probably acting as a deterrent as well. But do I think that the initiative has run out of steam? I think it's a little too soon to tell. And frankly, I'm not certain that we might not see some rather more large raids when the high season comes around. I'm making this video in late July 2018. Those who live in Thailand know that the winter months in the West tend to be the so-called high season here in Thailand. We see a lot of tourists. The other thing is we also see a lot of backpackers starting to come through during the winter months, as they usually are in other locations, especially if they're sort of taking the sort of world tour approach during their so-called gap years or a year off from school or whatever. They tend to come to Thailand in the winter months. So those are tourists. They're generally not folks that tend to come here to live, but some folks that come here with the intention to stay temporarily oftentimes end up staying longer, or sometimes end up staying longer, and those folks can find themselves in overstay or trying to use a pretextual visa like an ED where they're not actually attending school. And in those cases, you would see more, for lack of a better term, fish for the immigration officers to go out and corral and catch and bring in and have these raids show more of a return, if you will, in terms of arrests, etc. So do I think that this is over? No, not at all. Do I think that the 18 raids that preceded it are acting as a deterrent to people being in overstay in the kingdom or being in illegal status in the kingdom? Yes, I certainly think that's the case. I certainly think that this has been acting as a deterrent, so folks are not coming to live in Thailand on long-term tourist visas or using 30-day stamps anymore. That has decreased markedly in the past couple of years. So that is probably why perhaps the initiatives are running out of steam. But long-term, especially over the course of the next of this coming calendar year, yeah, I think over high season we're probably going to see some more raids. It's probably going to yield more arrests just from the basic numbers of folks who are in the kingdom. And within those numbers, you're going to have a subset of people who are in the kingdom illegally.